I'm Tyler Locker, driver of the number 418 Blood Eagle 4-cylinder.
And I'm Kel Maven, driver of the number 17 Legend car.
And I'm Levi Moores, driver of the M80 Legend car.
Heyo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back here for another episode, another week in the books, another race weekend in the books here on the Blood Eagle Racing podcast. Of course, I got my two buddies here with me, Kel and Levi. What's going on, guys?
Oh, not much, man. Just getting over that race weekend, and we made it through, with the rain and everything, but it was all right. But it was fun to get out there and racing again.
Yeah, did you have a hard time like you're having a hard time right now in iRacing? Because I can hear your wheel.
Yeah. Yeah, it was.
I could hear whenever you hear the jerking, that's when you know you're in trouble. So I could hear the wheel like cracking back and forth.
Vibrating?
Yeah.
It was like, when I jumped on the track, it started vibrating. I'm like, why is it vibrating? But okay, I'm quitting now.
You're good. You're good. I had to point that out.
No, yeah,
that was good.
that was funny, but whatever.
What's going on?
Yeah, I'm trying to get my racing skills, better than what they are because I'm not very good as a race car driver. So
Hey, iRacing
just trying to get
something.
better.
Yeah, iRacing counts for something.
Yeah, I got it. I might as well use it.
Yeah, that's for sure. What's going on with you, Levi?
Oh, not much. Well, trading in the racing boots for work boots already for the week. So I literally right before we started recording, I actually just got done with one of my lawn cutting jobs. So
yeah, you gotta have a few jobs to feed the addiction. Am I right?
oh yeah,
That's right.
That's money for race fuel for the weekend.
Yeah, for sure. But so I'll go last like I always do because I don't shut up. So, Cal, why don't you go ahead and both of you guys were at what, Brush Creek?
Yep.
Yeah, we were at Brush Creek this week, and we got the cars ready to go, and we loaded up Saturday, and we got out there kind of early. We was just sitting at the house doing nothing, so we was already loaded up, and we was like, well, let's just go head on out there. So we just moseyed out there, and we got set up, and just waited on the day, and we got some qualifying in, and I think we got our heat race in, and then the rains came, and
The rains?
they're like,
You mean the rain?
oh my gosh, the rain came. Golly, you always got to correct me, don't you? But anyway, the rain came and got us postponed a little bit, and we finally got our feature in. And I mean, it was going okay. The car felt a lot better than the last time I had it out, so that was good news. But there's still something not right. But work on it this week and get it ready for this Saturday. And I ended up finishing 8th this week, so
Top 10 anyhow.
we'll take it and move on to next week.
Yeah. So what happened with you, Levi?
Well, my weekend started with a little bit of woes on the day earlier. Got my carbs back in. We had to send those off to Hank Scott to get them repaired. They went out on me at the last race at Atomic, and man, it sounded like there were marbles in my engine. It had that thing all kinds of messed up. But we got those back. I was up at the shop getting ready to put those on. At the same time, got the rotors, my front rotors turned since I put the new brake system on. Got that all buttoned up. Got the new carbs on. Started getting all my linkages and everything put together. Go to test the throttle and all that. My throttle cable seizes. And then snaps. So I am at a loss because that is one of the few things we do not have spares of at the shop. I was sitting there, me and Dad are just looking at each other like, what are we going to do with this thing? Didn't even realize Kale was already calling Hunter to see what they had. And Hunter's like, yeah, we got one in. And if it doesn't tell you when you have a good parts guy, when someone will meet you at 10:30, almost 11 o'clock at night to get you a throttle cable.
On a Friday night, the night
On
before
a Friday
the race.
night, yep.
Yeah, that's good. That's nice of him.
Yeah, he met up with me at the shop at his shop. got me the throttle cable, and then Saturday morning got it bolted in, or got it hooked in, and I can tell you right now, an FZ throttle cable will work swimmingly on a 1250.
Yeah.
That was all he had in. But racing wise, my of all things, it's funny that usually it doesn't happen, but me and Kale actually ended up in the same heat and the same feature since Brush Creek does the split features.
Yeah.
We was around each other the whole time, and our iRacing luck at least did not touch us in the real cars. Everything was clean, and I got to say, it was pretty cool from my perspective. It was one of my favorite races just because it was the first time I actually was like hanging with somebody, trying to be able to test other lines and see what I can do. But for the majority of the race, Kale's just he was in front of me, and though my parents say I was a good chunk away, it felt like there was times I was close enough that I could just reach out and grab his bumper. But going into the feature, like after the rain delays and all that, we got to 4 laps to go, and they preemptively threw a caution, thinking that the driver was not going to be able to get the car going again and get moving to keep us clear. But racked them up again, and it put me and Kale start because they were testing double file restarts for us, and it put me and Kale right beside each other again. But it gave me the dominant line on the outside, and if it hadn't been for that, I would have been behind Kale. But I ended up coming home with seventh.
Not bad. Not bad. So overall, a rather decent weekend for both of you. I mean, with a top 10 finish.
I'll take it for after the luck I've been having with the car after my wreck at the very first race. So I was happy with it, but I still think there's something wrong with it. I should be. Don't you think I should be going faster than what I am, Levi? I mean,
Yeah, there were some things I noticed because one thing I thought was it actually kind of paid off in our favor is what they do for the because the way the split features work is they impound the top 10. This kind of alludes to kind of how I picked up on something on Kale's car is after our hot lap qualify, they have all the legend car drivers pull into the infield so they can figure out who they're impounding to split up for because they impound the top 10. The odd number drivers are in the first feature, and the even number drivers are in the second feature. And then everyone after that is staggered and run heat races to find out where they're going to line up behind the impound cars. But while we were in the impound or in the infield waiting, I was 2 groups ahead of Kale, so that way I was actually able to hop out and listen. There were some things I noticed that did not quite sound right with the car, so I think I got an idea of what we can look at on it to get the thing back on track for where it was at the end of last season. Going see if we can get that speed back up on them.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, hey, that's you got to make the best out of your worst week or the best out of your worst race, and you'll get it figured out. You'll get it figured out. So what you're saying? Do you think it's a handling and mechanical problem, or I mean, what's? I know you
I
kind of just
think,
touched on it a little bit there, but
yeah, I think it's more of mechanical. There was a couple other drivers, Scott Cheney, which is actually the one that helped me get my car running at Atomic the last time he came over and was talking to us and gave kind of pointed some stuff out to us that we were looking at but didn't really catch was off. So it's just some alignment stuff with a couple mechanical things we need to look over to get it combed out.
okay.
But I believe that gives us it seems like it's a tall order, but honestly, I think me and Kale could probably knock it out in a couple hours
Yeah.
and have his pretty much ready to go back.
You know what? Just hook a 50 shot to it, Cal, and just be done with it.
I
So,
know that's right.
when in doubt, just give it a 50 shot, and you'll be okay.
Yeah. How'd your weekend go?
So it started with Thursday. You know me, nothing's easy. You believe I am a good storyteller. I will say that, but you believe I'm not making this stuff up. Or that I am making it up, but I'm not. Um, Thursday, we got everything that I needed. Put it in. Well, I was trying to put the Trinity on, and just had a little trouble. I've done so many neon Trinities in my time. I do it with my eyes closed, and we couldn't get the front to line up. So we thought there was something wrong that we were lining up. But here, my dumb butt ended up when I didn't take the starter out the whole way. I just unbolted it and kind of like pushed it off to the side, and the bottom ear was stuck. So as you know, I can't really see in that thing. I'm moving around stuff, and it's aluminum, so it broke. So I didn't have a starter. I finally, it took me what a 45-minute job actually was gonna take. It ended up taking me like 2 hours because I didn't know why the heck it wasn't lining up. Um, but then at that time it was pretty late Thursday night, so I said, okay, we finally got the tranny in. I'm gonna need to get a starter and then button everything else up. So Friday comes, and I didn't even take. I had my spare tires here at the house. My car is actually at my cousin's, and I didn't even take my tires. So I didn't think I was gonna make it Friday. Anyways, ended up getting it done. Uh, Pulled a 48, so I started dead last in a heat race. Out of 10 cars, finished fourth, and in the feature started 10th. And what I ended up putting on was I ended up putting a clutch on. That's why I had the tranny out. And about halfway through the feature, I was up in fourth, and we had a caution come out. And I thought, hey, okay, here's my chance. I'm gonna make, I can at least try to battle for the lead, even though it was real top heavy. I ended up going to Dog Hollow. I'll just say that. But I will say that the track was pretty good, very smooth, no ruts. It was just one line. It was you were running the top, or you weren't making you weren't getting in any time. It was real hard to pass. But halfway through the race, I felt a vibration in the pedals, and it was like come and go. It wasn't, I feel it, going down the straightaway one time, and then I was good for like 2 laps. Then I feel it again. So I'm thinking it's just a track, maybe a little uneven. But what happened was, so I bought a South Bend clutch. Anyone who knows, they're pretty reputable. And where the fingers are and the pressure plate, they come together as one piece. I don't touch them; they just come together. They're riveted on. The pressure plate is to the fingers and to the cover, and those rivets snapped. For some known reason, they snapped, and I ended up losing my clutch. It was slipping real bad, but since it broke, my clutch disc was fine. So what I ended up doing was I couldn't find one. Obviously, it's here Saturday. Latrobe's going to race, and I'm like, I ain't missing this at all. So I ended up taking one of my old ones. It's a modular clutch. That means it's one piece. The stock ones are one piece. And me and my cousin were looking at them, and we said, you know what? I think if we cut these rivets off, that pressure plate will fit. So lo and behold, we cut them off. It fit. So we got it ready. Got down there Latrobe Saturday. And pulled 42. So that's amazing. I love doing that. And started 8th and finished 3rd. For some reason, I don't know what it is that everyone hears me preach about that track. It is one hell of a track. But last year, the first race, rough as heck. This year, the first race, rough as heck. And I'm not sure why, because like Dog Hollow, Marion Center, they were smooth, and I know that. So I don't know what they do track prep wise. It's gonna work itself out. I know it is. But it was real rough, and in the heat race the track wasn't real wide. There's a lot of marbles up top. The bottom was too wet, so you kind of run the middle, and that was it. But anyways, ended up coming out 3rd. Started 8th in the feature. Within 2 laps, I ended up in 4th, and then I ended up going for 3rd and 2nd. They were right there in front of me. I tell you what, it was my race to lose, and did I lose it? Blew my left front tire out, and it was done for the night. And I'm just excited to get back here Saturday, to be honest with you. But that's how the weekend went. It was rough, but the car. I really wish Friday the clutch wouldn't have slipped, because it was slipping pretty bad, constantly. And I need to get some real good tires, because I run 2 different tires at Latrobe and Dog Hollow. Got to figure that out. Maybe get some new ones, and we'll be pretty good. I know that was rather long, and I apologize, but that's how
You're
my race weekend went. I go back and listen to some of these podcasts, and it's just me talking. So like I'll
You
skip through.
you tell good stories.
Yeah, I'll skip through, and I'll be like, oh, yeah, okay, yeah, and I'll just like skip through them, and all I hear is me the whole time. I'm like, I gotta shut up and let these guys talk. But
It's all good, man. You do a great job. We're proud of you.
all good, thanks, Cal. Thanks. So, but yeah, that's how it went. I mean, it's still early in the year. I really wish I would have done a little better at Latrobe. I wish I could have finished. I would have been happy with a fourth. Or here's how much my confidence is at Latrobe. That I had a flat tire and I still thought I could win that race. So that's how good and confident I was in the car. It's just that, like I said, this track was, man, 1 and 2 was something else, man. I tell you, it was rough. It was rough, but
I was gonna say when I was up there, that track looked smooth as silk.
yeah,
I was up there last year.
yeah. Well, you came up
I-
August.
Yeah,
Yeah, but by then the track's gonna be smooth. It's gonna be nice. But the famous words I heard from a fellow driver, who I have no idea why, I ended up going and talking to an official, and it's my fault. I mean, um, I didn't go to the driver's meeting because I was late. I mean, that's unfortunate, but I got a flat, and they didn't give me a courtesy. It wouldn't have mattered. I'm not gonna lie, because I have no spares. I have a spare, but now I got to switch tires around. I got to take one off the back, put it in the front, and then because if you blow a front one out, I'm screwed. So, but I was up there talking to the official, and then we straightened it out. I'm like, oh, okay, I appreciate it. And then I was walking away, and I heard someone throw something in a trailer and yell, "That mother 418!" I'm like, what is that even supposed to mean? I didn't. I'm pretty aggressive. I'm not gonna lie. That's just how I race. But I might rub up against you, or I might come really close to get you to brake. But I have no intention on like coming up and slamming somebody. There's only a few drivers I'll do that to, and none of them race at Latrobe. So, like I don't know why I'm so hated down there by a group of people, but I've never done nothing to them. I don't know if it's because I'm just competition or I mean I take it as I don't know. I'm not sure, but I mean I have nothing but respect for them guys. It's just because how they drive. We all drive clean. I don't care if it's aggressive driving. I mean, if someone gives me a lane, if there's two cars, I'm gonna try to fit between them. You know what I mean? It's just racing. You're going 3 wide. I'm trying to get past them guys, just like anyone else. I mean, and I mean, I'm out there to race, not out there for a Sunday drive. I didn't haul an hour to go turn some laps. I'm there to win. So. I don't know what the deal was, but hopefully no hard feelings over whatever. I have no idea. I'll have to send you guys.
Right.
I'll have to send you guys the race. I mean, I didn't touch nobody. So I mean, maybe if anything, that guy came up into me a little bit. But that's because there was a guy on the outside and he was running the bottom, and I shot into the middle, and I was there, but he still came up. So I don't know. And it's not even like it was bad. We didn't like really mess each other up. We both passed a dude on the outside, so I don't know. I have no idea. Oh well. As long it's like I was actually telling a guy down there, if anyone likes it or not, that's my home track. So, yeah, I might be an outsider because I don't live in Latrobe or in that like surrounding close area, but at the end of the day, that's my track. So people just gonna have to deal with it, I guess.
Heck
I do
yeah.
want I do want to back it up a little bit. To when you said you was at Dog Hollow, I saw it on Facebook, but I didn't know if it was this weekend or what. But I saw where Ashton Doffenball posted his dad wrecked. Was that this
Oh
past
yeah,
weekend? Or?
yeah. So that's Cruz's car. We had Cruz here on the podcast. If you go back, I don't know which one is it, but you saw that? You saw the
Yeah.
wreck?
Yeah, I saw the wreck. I was like, for one, the first thing is like I saw that car. I was like, I remember that car.
Yeah, I'm actually
I was like,
right now as we speak. You got everyone can go on the Blood Eagle Racing Facebook page. I'll try to get it on the website as well. I'm gonna post it. But Brad's one heck of a dude. He is funny as all. He is real funny. But yeah, so that was Cruz's car. Cruz decided he was going to Derby this year. He's not going to race. So the deal was Cruz and Brad went a half cent on a car. Okay, but Cruz ran it all last year. So now Brad was going to run it. And Brad was in probably 10th, I think. I mean, he wasn't, that far, but he was around that 10th spot. He comes out of turn 4, and Dog Hollow, there's a wall, but it's only on the front stretch. The back stretch, you're just going to go over a bank. But there's a wall on the front stretch, and he came out of 4, and man, I'm all about going balls to the wall, but damn, that's all I got to say. He hit hard.
Hey, that was a hard hit. When I saw that, I was like, golly.
Yeah, I mean,
Right.
he hit that wall and it kicked that back end up, which is surprising, first of all. But he kicked that back end up, and it ended up going nose to tail, and then it switched and it started rolling to the side. But I mean, he went for it, right? He got knocked out.
Oh, it didn't. He did. Oh.
Yep, he ended up getting knocked out, and he said he don't remember going to the bathroom after, or really walking down to, because Ashton ended up winning. Congrats to him, by the way. Ashton Dolphin Ball ended up pulling a win this weekend at Dog Hollow. But yeah, he said he didn't remember really anything. I mean, the car's junk. The car's totally junk. This Jamie Knoll, a local guy up here, was nice enough and actually gave them a car.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, where was my car whenever my shit got totaled? Sorry, I didn't mean to swear. Where was my car whenever I got totaled, huh? That wasn't even my fault. That was 110% Brad's fault. Sorry. But yeah,
Oh,
crazy,
my
Good,
crazy stuff.
So is he doing okay now, or?
Yeah, he's doing fine now. Yeah, he's doing good. I imagine whenever he gets back at it, he'll still be the same Brad.
Was he up there in the pits whenever I was there with you at Dog Hollow? Because there was several of them I ended up meeting.
Yeah, he's a shorter, stocky guy. You know what? He raced that night you came up. I'm pretty positive whenever you came
Yes,
up.
yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Because I remember. Yeah, he did race that night because they were all talking about how he was getting back in the car and stuff like that, or something along those lines. There was some like somebody started like a whole hoorah where he was in the car or something like that.
Yeah.
Just
Yep.
just kidding around with him, but
Yeah. I got that shared to the page, by the way, everybody. I got that shared to the Blood Eagle Racing page. Yeah, go check it out. That was a hard hit, but yeah, unfortunate that all happened. I mean, that car actually for a stock single ran pretty good. But yeah, he ended up running that night you came up, and they were all crazy about it. So, but yeah, so you know who I'm talking about. I was gonna bring it up, but I didn't know if unless you see the wreck, then you ain't gonna know. You know what I mean? I mean that wreck was on. Let's be honest here. For people that are watching it, I mean, you can even comment on the Facebook page.
God.
Did you see it, Cal?
Just now.
Isn't
Oh,
that rough?
yeah.
Isn't that rough?
yeah, that was a hard hit.
That hit ain't any. I tell you what, that hit that guy ended up passing away down in Winchester. That was a hard hit, and that was violent too. That there with Dolphin Ball with Brad, that was probably just a step down, but I mean the same result could have happened. The way his car came down and landed on its roof when it went nose to tail, that's when you have problems. You know what I mean? Because them are unibody cars. They really don't have a frame. So if you don't got a real well built cage, it'll go right through the floorboards. I don't know how that cage was actually made, to be honest. But yeah, if you can have your halo bend. I mean, my halo bent, and I didn't even roll over. I got hit from the side. The hit was just that hard. So yeah, you can get in some real trouble, especially when it goes that way. But yeah, it was pretty rough. Yep. Yep.
Yeah, it's crazy.
But yeah, heading into a little bit of news here. Shout out to Jacob McDaniel. I'm gonna put his picture up on the racing page. He's one of our avid listeners. Seems like a real nice dude. Hopefully he's able to come up and race some 4 cylinders with me. And but he ended up asking for some. Well, I ended up giving him some Blood Eagle Racing podcast stickers. He threw them up on the car, and he's repping them down at Tyler County. And you know what? I can't remember the other place he runs. He runs somewhere else too, but he does. He's always on fire. He's always doing good and finishing good. He got a bunch of wins and stuff. I know I had a little write up about him on the website, but shout out to him and thank him and we thank him for running the Blood Eagle Racing podcast logo on his car, getting the name out there. So,
Tyler, did you see where I posted on the page about our guest 8 of our show?
Oh yeah, Stevie Thornsberry.
Episode 8. Stevie, she got a sport mod win this week at Brush Creek. I was proud of her. She's been running up front the last few years. I mean, she finally you put it in victory lane. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Congratulations to her. That's some good stuff. But all right. I got a little bit of news. I don't know what you guys got. We're gonna hit the news here, and then I guess we'll wrap up the show. But for SCDRA Northeast, it's less than 2 weeks away from the Midway event. 5K to win. Keep look out on their Facebook page. They're gonna have details about the gate times and pit prices and everything. So make sure you keep an eye out on our Facebook page. We got a link on our website, or just look up SCDRA Northeast on Facebook, and you can check them out. They also have a website too, SCDRA Northeast. So, but that's all I got for news. Do you guys got anything?
Well, the one thing I got from last week, we was talking about the friend of mine from back in Texas. His son got a win last week. I didn't realize it till after the show that it was his first win. So I think congratulations to Wyatt Sexton again for getting his first career win. I think that's pretty cool in those junior limited. So he was pretty pumped about that, talking to his dad and stuff. But I'm going to send them some stickers and stuff to put on the car.
Yeah.
So hopefully spread the word down there in Texas.
Yeah. And from that being your stomping grounds, we don't get many listens in Texas.
I'm gonna have to get on my family.
That's what I'm
get
talking
listening.
about. Yeah. So you can bust that tail end. Next time you come down here, you're gonna have to bust that tail end.
I know. I'm trying to get my car back straight, so headed in the right direction. That way, when we go to Texas later this year to race, I'll do halfway decent and not embarrass them.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
But the only news I really got is the Ohio Valley Legend Car Series is going to be racing at Brush Creek again this Saturday, and then this Saturday also the other series, the Tri-State Legend Car Series, is going to Lake Cumberland. Is that the name of it, Levi? Lake Cumberland Speedway down in Kentucky. So that's going to be a pretty cool deal down there for them. New track that hasn't really had legend cars, I don't think, in the past, but they're going to give it a whirl this week. So that'll be cool.
So that was actually the track we talked about last week that got hit by the tornado.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't seen any posts of development. I assume that they at least got the track up and running, which kudos to all the people that chipped in to help them out.
They raced Saturday.
Yeah, they actually managed to get their race in. I didn't personally see any updates of how they got how much of the facilities they got rebuilt or anything like that. But yeah, they got the place back up and running, and so that's gonna be interesting to see how the legend cars do down there. Because, like Cale said, I think that may be the first time I know of that any of them have been there. We'll be sure to keep everyone updated on the podcast about how the race for them goes.
Yeah. And what else I forgot to bring up was our good friend Cole DeMint. His new nickname is Cole Selfish DeMint. He ended up not giving a shout out of the Blood Eagle Racing podcast as a famous TikToker. Gave him the spotlight. I think he was a little love struck there. But yeah, thanks, Cole. I really appreciate that. Not giving us a shout out. So we'll remember that next time.
But I do remember the
shirt he
the
was
shirt
wearing.
the shirt he was wearing was pretty awesome. So that was good.
Yeah. Well, yeah, thanks a lot.
I did give him a shout out Saturday to him, talking about sponsors, on our cars and stuff. So.
Oh yeah, well, he didn't return the favor. He didn't return the favor. So yeah, you're on the old list there, bud. You know what list I'm talking about. So,
not getting a Christmas card list.
Yeah, he's on the not getting a Christmas card list. That's it.
There you go.
All right, Levi, take it away with the sponsors, bud.
Talking about lists of all of the cruel irony, with that, one of our primary sponsors is Cole's company, First Guardian. We also like to thank Scioto Smiles, Southern Ohio Speed, Texas Auto Ranch, NK Tuning, and Cliffbird Chassis for helping us out with the podcast. If you would like to become a sponsor, just get a hold of one of us or send us an email, hit us up on Facebook, and we'll get you on that page.
Shout out to Hunter Tolliver with Southern Ohio Speed for acting quickly and getting you back going. I thought that was
definitely
pretty cool of him, man.
Yeah, that crew definitely they will do everything they can to keep you up and running.
Yep, for sure. All right, well, we will catch everybody here next week for another episode. We apologize for being a day late, but we're going to get it done. So we will see everybody next week.
Worldwide.